Welcome, my loves. Welcome to back to the Ani Marie YouTube channel. I'm so glad that you guys are here, ready and willing to begin to be better, continue to be better, living better, beautiful life, wonderful world, great lifestyle. And I'm just so glad that you guys are here. Today's topic we're talking about is fear. We're talking about fear today. And we're going to tackle that thing and we're going to overcome fear because we have to so we can get to what we deserve. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Ding, 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 ding. I love you so much. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe to the Ani Marie YouTube channel if you haven't yet. And if I've seen you for the first time, please comment, like the video so I can see your perspective, understand your ideas, and you can let me know if you like it. I want to know if you like it. Okay, I love you guys and enjoy. So fear is an unpleasant emotion that is caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous or likely to cause us pain. So if we could just take a second and just be real, just real quick. The realer and more transparent we could be through this motivation is the faster that we will get the knowledge on how to kill it. So it's an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous or is likely to cause pain. So anytime we think of fear of doing something, we're scared of the result that it's going to bring. What is it going to give us? What is it bringing us? It's going to bring me, thank you, Shy Thing. It's going to bring me pain. I have fear to get in another relationship because the last relationship I was in caused me pain. I have fear to begin to trust people because the last person I trusted betrayed me. I have fear to believe in myself because the last time I believed in myself, I failed. Thank you, Big B. Thank you, love. Fear begins to give us a lack and limited vision and self-esteem. When we have fear and anything that we deal with, we talk about, we go to, when we have fear, we deal with limited vision. Vision is being able to imagine something with wisdom. I have a vision that my life will be better than today. I have a vision that I will achieve every single goal that I have in my mind. I have vision to see increase in my relationships, in my family, in my spiritual walk. I have vision. In order for us to have vision, we have to be able to come to a place to have imagination with wisdom. I see this thing happening and I understand it can because who is mine? Dito! Hi, love. I understand who my father is. I understand that some things that have been promised to me must come to pass. So fear begins to limit our vision. It begins to look at what we have. Our fear begins to deal with the logical things. And when you know who you are, when you know who you serve, then you understand that there are things in life that will defy logic. There are things in life that will defy logic. So I cannot make everything black and white because I know who I serve, and who I serve can change man's law. It can change anything. So when we have limited vision, we begin to put a capacity on our dreams. We begin to put a capacity on our thoughts. We begin to put a capacity on our self-esteem. We begin to limit things when we deal with fear. It's a lack of self-esteem. We deal with fear because we believe that we're not good enough. We don't believe that we're good enough because of the things that we have experienced, because the people that we love and trust told us that we wouldn't. So we believe the ones that we love that said these things to us. We have low self-esteem because we don't even believe that we are able, that we are capable of doing and moving forward. This lack of self-esteem also comes from perfection. Always wanting everything to be right. Always wanting everything to be perfect. Not understanding that we have been made imperfect to be it. Right? We have been made imperfect so that we can learn, so that we can grow. Yes, Jazz. Jazz. Yes. We have been made imperfect so that we can learn and we can grow. I was created perfectly to make mistakes. That way, when I make mistakes, I can begin to learn from what I did. And as I learn, I get stronger. And as I get stronger, I am capable to walk in what has been called for my life. Special K, thank you for my taps, guys. You guys tap the screen and share the live. Got that juice. Hey, love. Chaz. My self-esteem is directly dealing with the abilities that I have that I believe in or not. Do you believe in your abilities? Do you believe in yourself? When you believe in what you carry on your own and the quality and the essence that you have on the inside, you are able to walk in self-esteem. JJ! Hi, love. Thank you for my task. Thank you for sharing the live, Shy. Fear is the most, is the most subtle and destructive thing of all human diseases because it paralyzes. Fear paralyzes. Chabelle, hey love. Grand Rising, Queen Dior. Fear paralyzes. I believe that I could do it, but then fear starts creeping in and then I cannot do it anymore. I start walking in what I've been called to, then fear creeps in and I start thinking about the past and I think it's going to repeat itself again. It's subtle and destructive. A lot of times we don't even recognize that fear is controlling our life. Why didn't we go out and get that job? Why didn't we try to shoot for that promotion? Because we're living in fear. Why did we break up the relationship that we was dealing with? Because we are living in fear of our last relationship that we haven't been healed from yet. Delicious! BCW. Welcome forward, my loves. I hope you're having an awesome day. Every time I try to begin to move forward, my anxiety gives me a lot of fear. Right. Thank you, love. I love when you guys comment. Thank you. Tap the screen and share the live. Somebody had said to me before, they said, Candy, I need you to help me. I deal with a lot of anxiety. And, you know. And I said, stop taking everything so serious. And she said, what? I said, stop taking everything so serious. Why so serious? I love that movie. Anyway, and she was like, Troublesome, yes. Yellow bear, pink berry. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, why take it so serious? I said, if you go for the job and you don't get it, what happens? Well, I don't get the job. Well, what changes in your life? Nothing. So why are we afraid? When we deal with anxiety, a lot of times we're dealing with rejection. It deals with a lot of people that can't handle rejection. It's hard. And this is everyone. Everyone, is hard for us to deal with rejection. And for some people, it's harder for them to deal with rejection. But when we really truly understand what rejection is, then we don't have to have the anxiety about the thing that we're trying to accomplish. When you think of rejection, rejection will always be, if you get rejected by something, it's not something that you are supposed to have. It's something that you do not deserve. It does not deserve you. Our problem is every time we get rejected, we feel like we get rejected ourselves, but we're not looking at it in the right glass. We're not looking at it through the right glasses, in the right mirror, and seeing that when I get rejected by something, it's not it rejecting me, it's me rejecting it. No, but I want it so bad, Candy. It's not about what you want. Does it align with the destiny that has been prepared for your life? I am not the creator of my life. I didn't write my destiny. I cannot stand before you and tell you what's best for me. Petty, thank you, love. I can't stand before you and tell you what's best for me. I can't list and say this is the best I could ever have because I didn't make this thing called life. I don't know what's the best for my life because I have not created it. I didn't create this thing called life. I didn't design my destiny. My destiny, our destiny was already written before we was even conceived in our mother's womb. And if we believe that, then how can you sit there and make decisions, lifetime decisions, and telling me that this is the best that you could ever have when you don't even know? Why are you sitting there crying about being rejected from something that you don't even know is the best that you could ever have? So if I know that my life has been created for greatness, my life is destined for great things, why would the Creator, my Father, the Most High, deny me the very thing that will make that thing come to pass? So when I know that, I say to myself, it's not about what rejects me. It means that thing wasn't good enough for my life. It means that that thing wasn't the best. It means that thing doesn't align with the destiny that the Most High has for me. I begin to change my perspective. Fear cannot live somewhere where there is self-esteem, where you are esteemed strong, knowing who you are on the inside. Fear cannot live there because when we live in unconditional love lives in me. So I know who I am. I know my worth. I know my value. I know these things. So you cannot just do anything to me. I will not just take anything that you have to give me. I won't even take things that you force on me. I know who I am. I know who I was made to be, and I am going to walk in it. I am esteemed on the inside from the love that I carry for myself. I'm not just talking about any type of love. I'm talking about unconditional love, a love that is ever ready to believe the best in each and every one of us. That means it's ever ready. That means in my mess, it's ready to love me. That means when I trip up, it's ready to love me. That means when I hurt someone, it's still ready to love me. That's unconditional love. It means that when I'm doing fine and everything's great and I'm at my success, it still loves me. There's not a condition, a reason why it would ever change for me to believe in me in my best. That ain't love, Don. Thank you, Detroit. Thank you, Vegan, for my taps. That's what unconditional love does. Why are you talking about unconditional love, Candy, if the topic is voodoo? Okay, the topic's not voodoo. Hi, voodoo. I love you. Alexis, hey love. Troublesome, thank you for my taps. Why are you talking about unconditional love, Candy, when the topic is fear? We're talking about killing fear. Unconditional love kills fear. I don't understand. Unconditional love kills fear. Unconditional love kills anxiety because it says, I love you. It's okay if you mess up. It's okay if we don't got it all together. I love you. I'm still going to love you. Love is still going to be here. And if we don't do it right, it's okay. And though the people are watching me, it's okay. And if I trip, it's okay. And if I mess up, it's okay. Unconditional love says it's okay. I don't have to have anxiety around something that accepts all my mistakes, accepts my weaknesses and my flaws. Unconditional love in us is the God's love that's in us. Did you hear what Troublesome said? No, you're not supposed to love yourself because God knows when I love me, he lives in me. So it doesn't make me put myself first. It actually puts him first. So when I put him first and I take care of him and I love him, he takes care of me. And you know how great he is? He even takes care of me when I ain't even taking care of myself or taking care of him. Do you hear me? That is unconditional love. That is what love is. Unconditional love kills fear. Let's get more deeper into it. It says unconditional love casts out all fear. Love casts out all fear. Unconditional love doesn't bring limited vision. That's what fear is. Fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous or will cause you pain. No. If I'm functioning in love and I have that unconditional love on the inside, you cannot come before me with this false evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. False evidence appearing real. You telling me because I got kids, telling me because my job doesn't make enough, telling me because my bank account don't look right, because the gender that I am, because my sexual preference, the town that I live in, the color of my skin. You telling me all these things is the reason why I can't get what I would call for my life. That is a lie from the pit of hell. That is false evidence appearing real. It might appear real to you, but not to me because I know who I am. It might appear real to you, but it does not appear real to me because I know what I am, I know who I am, and I know who is mine. False evidence appearing real. No, but look at your account. I can look at your account right now. I ain't got enough money in it. I don't believe in things that are logical. What are you talking about, Candy? I don't move in logic. I don't move in man's law. I do not serve man. I don't serve you, daddy. I love you. I don't serve you, mommy. I love you. I don't serve you, kids. I love you. But I don't serve you, family. But I love you. I don't serve you, friends. But I love you. I don't serve you, government. But I love you. What I'm saying is I don't serve you. The one I serve defies logic. So I cannot come to a place to sit there and begin to and to begin to believe these things because they're on paper, because it says my God doesn't work like that. He does everything and anything that he chooses to do whenever he chooses to do it. Things in life will defy logic. Things in life will defy logic because of who we serve. He will change some things. He will move some things. He will begin to align the stars for you, whether man likes it or not. So when you start flashing this bank account in front of my face that I know is negative and I understand it does not have any funds, it doesn't matter to me. If he spoke it, his word is good. It's going to happen for me. You know what? Fear limits our vision. I can't move in fear because I need my vision I need to see as far as I need to see, because there's too much around me trying to stop me, block my vision, hold me down, move me somewhere else. I got to see as far as I could see so I could see and have my eyes on the prize. I need to have my eyes fixed on the prize so I can begin to move forward. But if I'm worried about everything on my left and my right, I can't look forward to what I'm trying to achieve. You got this friend pulling you this way. You got this family member saying you should be doing this. And all this time you're listening to everybody on your left and your right, and you're never looking forward. That false evidence appearing real is around me, and every time I'm not looking forward, when my eyes is on the prize, they are pulling me other ways so I can see different things. And as I see different things, they're waving my balance of my bank account in my face. They're talking me on the left side about my children. They're saying that I'm a single parent, it's not gonna work. They're saying that you already have school, it's not gonna happen. They're saying, do you remember what happened to me that's gonna happen to you? And all this time they're throwing all this false evidence in my face, because at the end of the day, I'm not thinking logical because my God isn't logical. It's not logical that Moses parted the sea. It wasn't logical that people was healed from leprosy. It's not logical when you sit there and you tell me that somebody can be healed and cured from things that we say is incurable. It's not logical that fish was multiplied and loaves was multiplied. It's not logical that the lame walked and the blind saw and the deaf can hear. That's not logical, but you guess what? My life isn't logical because I know that my God isn't logical. How about that one? How about that one? You could wave papers in front of my face. You could talk about my skin color. You could talk about my IQ. You could talk about my schooling. You could do whatever and wherever you want. You could talk about my gender. You could talk about my sexual preference. And it does not matter because my God is not illogical. And that is who I serve. If it is His will, it will be done. If it is His will, it will be done. And you know something else? When you know that you serve a God that defies logic, your life will begin to defy logic. There will be evidence in the course of your life of things that defy logic because of who you serve. There are people that are going to sit there and start saying, looking at your life sideways, like, well, how did you get it and I didn't do it? How did it happen for you and it didn't happen for me? I have all the money, I have the references, I have all the qualifications to make it happen, and it didn't happen for me. I know that you don't have it. Hey, yes, I know that you don't have it and you got it. I don't understand. There's going to be some things in your life. I'm talking to the people that love Him with a whole heart and keep His commandments. That's what I'm talking about. There's going to be some people that begin to look at your life and say, well, how did you do that? Now that is a life that I want to live. It's not just enough for me to just be living and breathing. It's not enough for me because who I serve, my God doesn't want me to live a life on a respirator. He wants me to live an extraordinary life. He said that you shall do greater works than me. So how can I live this normal, average, boring life if that's what He has promised me? I can't. I won't. I know who I am, I know my value, and I know my worth, and I am not going to stand for anything less. I've done it already enough. Enough is enough. I've already wasted 32 years of my life in nothing. Enough is enough. Now I'm making a decision that now on, as I move forward, I will be walking in what has been called for me. I will not deal with fear, this false evidence appearing real. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not letting it hold me back no more. I'm not letting it block my vision. I'm going to keep my eyes on the prize, and it doesn't matter what you show me, it's not going to happen. I was living in a building that doctors could not even get into. And he told me to go there, and when they told me how much it was, I said, what? And I just moved. It didn't make no sense to me. I was getting denied to apartments here, apartments there, whatever, everything. The lady said, this building, if you want the best of the best, start from this building and work your way down, because this is the best building, luxury apartment building of them all. So start there and work your way down. I went to go see it, just to see it, and he said, fill the application out. And I said, what? My income ain't even nowhere close 4 times, 5 times, just nowhere close. And a month later, I moved in. A month later, I moved in. I got approved where doctors were denied. Do you guys hear me? My bank account didn't match it. The qualifications that I had wasn't for it. It happened. Thank you, Dream. Thank you, son. She court, hey, love. It happened for me because it was his will. If I began to be in a logical mind, in a mind of fear, I would say I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I would say, look at what I got. It's not going to work. I would begin to write my failure before I even moved. And that's what fear does. So that was one. I look over my life, I see things that he's done for me that has defied logic. The next thing was my school. To be able to sit here before you and tell you that I am the first African American to have a dental school in New York State, that defies logic. Why? Because you're the first? No, because I'm not supposed to be. I have a charge, I have a record. I have a criminal record on my life. I am not supposed to be licensed by anything of the government. The law says. The law says. The law says. The law says. My criminal charge couldn't even get me a job in McDonald's. Thank you, Delicious. Thank you, Sunny. But yet I own a school from the very state and government that is trying to tarnish who I am by this record. The same one has given me a licensed of that state. Do you see what I'm saying? When we walk out of fear, and the only way we can walk out of fear, the first thing that could have happened when he said to me, open a school, he just said it to me, open a school. And I could have sat there and listed, you got a felony charge, it's not going to work. You can't even work here, it's not going to work because of your felony. You can't do this, you can't do that. You don't have enough money. You don't have people to support you. Where's the building going to be? What's the paperwork? You working, you don't have enough time for this. Who's going to help support you? You got to have signatures, you got to have references, you got to have this. I didn't do any of that. If I did it, I would have been walking right in fear. I looked fear in the face and I started moving. Do you hear me? I started moving. He told me to do it and I did. I went right on the computer and opened my LLC. But for you, no man can interrupt. Come on, Jen. Rowdy, hey, love. Saddam, hey, love. Tips. Hi, welcome forward. Come on, Jen. As soon as he said open it, I had all the reasons not to, but I didn't even consider. That's when you're walking in unconditional love. That's when you don't let fear control your life. Fear limits your vision. Fear starts breaking down your self-esteem. I just started moving. When he said it to me and spoke it to me, I sat at my desk in my office and I had an LLC within 20 minutes. And it was just on from there. I didn't think about how much money I needed. I didn't think about nothing. When he speaks, you move. That's what faith is. That's what faith does. Camden, New Jersey. Hey, I've been there before. Yes, come on, Jen. Come on, Queen Momo. That's faith. Faith without works is dead. Fear is dead. When you operate in what you call faith without works, you are operating in fear because you're not moving. You're not doing nothing. Faith is an action word. I believe in what you're saying to me. It doesn't look like it, but I know all things are in your hands. You have all control of all things. If you are going to be able to get this law to be disregarded, the one I know who's going to do it is the Most High. So if he told me to do it, I'm going to do it. But if I operated in fear, I would have never got there. I wouldn't even have been able to open that LLC. I want to say something to somebody, and I don't know who this is for. He's giving this for somebody. He's giving this for somebody. You are not perfect. I'm going to tell you when I'm done. I don't know who this is for. You are not perfect. You will never have it all together to start. I don't know who that's for. You are not perfect. You will never have it all together to start the process. You are made imperfect so I can perfect you. That's what he says. You are made imperfect so I can perfect you. You cannot do it alone. I don't know who that was for. That was for somebody. Somebody needed that. He stopped that because somebody needed that. Stop trying to get it all together to start your dreams. Let him show you who he is. If it is a dream that is his will, it will happen. It does not matter what is against you. Stop trying to get it all together to get to him. If he wanted you all together, he would have made you perfect from the beginning. He's not looking for someone that is perfect. He is God. He can do whatever and wherever, anything that he chooses to do. He has chosen to make us imperfect so he can perfect us. A perfect person doesn't need him. Perfect people don't need a God. Why would he create creation to be perfect? Humans to be perfect. If you're perfect, you don't need him. You do everything right. Everything comes for you. You don't need a God if you're perfect. Let him be who he's supposed to be in your life. I am okay with being who I am. Be okay with being your authentic self. Be okay with understanding who you are. Be okay with your mistakes. Be okay with your weaknesses. Be okay with it and just try your very best with a good heart, and he will line the stars for you. He will, come on, busybody. He will align. For Can, I love you. He will align the stars for you. I want to say something. You know why he'll do it? Come on, he did it for me. Come on, Lisa, and he will keep doing it. I want to say something to you. You know why he will align the stars for you? Let me take my glasses off for this one. You know why he will align the stars for you? I'm going to say it about 3 more times. To my loves that are in here right now, my king and queens, do you know, hey Jay, do you know, hey Chilly One, do you know that he will align the stars for you? Do you know why? I'm going to say it again. He will align the stars for you, my king and queens. Do you know why? Because you're worth it. Do you hear me? I know you made a thought of all whole other different things, but because you're worth it. Because the love that he has for you is greater than any and everything that you could experience. Because you're worth it. And I want you to think, I get tired of hearing these people that believe in the Most High and say, oh, I don't deserve your love. I don't deserve. You do. That's why he's giving it to you. Because when you are created and made in his perfection, you are living in what he has called for your life. So you are. Because if you want to choose not to take what he feels like you deserve, he's going to force you in it. He is going to force you in that thing. Because you deserve it. You're enough. You are enough. You are enough in your weaknesses and in your strength to be loved every single day. You are enough that you deserve unconditional love. Do you hear me? You're enough. Isn't it hard to believe you aligned the stars for me just because of who I am? Not because I did everything right, not because of all the things that I gave you and how I loved you and what I'm trying to do for you, not because of those things. But God, Most High, you're going to align the stars for me because you love me, even though I messed up. You're going to align the stars for me, even though I turn my back on you and I always do everything wrong. You think I'm little old me is worthy enough to line the stars for. Yeah, that's how worthy you are. That's how much you matter. Do you hear me, King and Queens? That's how much you matter. That's how much he loves you. It ain't about what you've done. It's about who you are. I ain't with these people constantly telling me how much you love, how much this and that. Do you love me? Do you feel like I'm still worthy if I mess up? Do you still feel like you love me the same if I made a mistake? Do you love me like the Most High loves me? With that unconditional love. Hey, Rican, hey, love. With that unconditional love, do you love me like he loves me? That's love. That's love with no conditions. Because when we love ourselves more at the end of the day, we begin to love people better. That's just how it is. If I'm at my best to love you my best. If I'm weak and I'm depleted and I don't have love for self, everything that I try to give you is not going to be enough. That's why I gotta love myself more by the end of the day, because I need to love you better. Because when you do not forgive people, you allow them to have power over you. And you are responsible. You are sole responsible of your own energy. You are sole responsible of your own energy, just yours, not your children, not your husbands, not your family, not your friends, not your co-workers, not your job. You are so responsible for your energy. You are. Yes, I got that from your message. Come on, Lisa. I will not allow people, because I have not forgave them, to have power over me. When we choose not to forgive people, we allow that very person to change our energy. And if you can change my energy, which is emotions, energy in motion, you change my emotions. And if you can control my emotions, you can control my life. Come on, Lisa. I can forgive you, but that doesn't make it right what you did. That doesn't give you a green light for you to do it again. I can forgive you, and that doesn't mean that I will put you in the same position, because I am wiser now. I love you, and I can love you from a distance. All depending on the situation that it is. I'm not going to forget some things because I got to learn in wisdom. I still love you unconditionally. Thank you, Jen. So fear limits our vision. Fear is a lack of self-esteem. Fear eats away at our self-esteem on who we believe we are by these false things appearing real. We begin to break fear under unconditional love because we begin to expand the vision of ourselves. Still waiting. I learned so much through the test and the pain. Come on, Lisa. If God went through it, why can't I? If God went through it, why can't I? And if he went through it and he had the victory, I can. Why can't I? Right, Lisa? Because he lives in us and he uses us. So of course we can. So of course we can. It doesn't feel good, but we can. We'll get through, but we can. Remember, the suffering at this present time is not worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed. It's not worthy. The value in it is not even close. You don't got to put it on the scale. It's like looking at a feather and looking at a rock. You don't need to put it on the scale. You already know what's heavier. So it's saying that that suffering that you're dealing with is like that feather. And when you look at that rock, that's how my glory, love, that's how my glory is going to feel in your life, heavy. It says the suffering is not worthy to be compared. Don't even bring the scale out. Don't even bring the scale out. If you seen a feather, a little feather, and you seen a rock, you don't got to bring the scale out to know which one is heavier, which one it weighs more. That's what this suffering does when we deal with this. Hey, money man. Hey, love. That's what the suffering, love. I love you. That's what the suffering does. The suffering, it will be like that feather. In it, it seems like it's heavy because we're looking around and you're in the air and the feather is there and the feather is floating on air. And it's just like, oh, this feather is heavy because it's dropping through this air. But when it begins to be compared to the rock, I don't even need a scale. And that's what he's saying. That suffering that we're dealing with, it hurts a lot right now. We're dealing with it, and it's making us feel sad. It's making us feel angry. It's making us feel these things. This suffering is hard for us. Yes, we're going through some pain. Yes, but I'm letting you know, I'm here to let you know that what you're feeling right now, you will not remember. What you're feeling right now, it's not going to even be able to be weighed on a scale to the greatness that is coming in store for what you have suffered. Do you see that? For the greatness that's coming for what you have suffered. That's what that verse means. We're going to have that self-love on the inside, that unconditional love, that we will be able to stand up and look fear in the eye and be able to kill it and move forward. We're going to kill fear by the unconditional love we have on the inside. We're going to face that thing that has been holding us back, the lie that has been spoken over our life, that we are continuing to believe that we are not good enough. We will never amount to nothing. Nothing ever works for us. Life is not fair. I always get the short end of the stick. We are going to look that thing in the eye and we are going to kill it. No longer will we live, come on, Lisa, no longer will we live in that unpleasant emotion by the belief of feeling that someone or something is dangerous, that is going to harm us, that we're going to feel pain. No more false evidence appearing real. I could deal with it because I understand that it's not about rejection anymore. When something rejects me, it wasn't good enough for me. Not that I wasn't good enough for it. Come on, Dre. So I'm not going to live in fear. Cafe! Hi, beautiful. Welcome forward, Queen. CJ. If I am rejected by something, it's not that I'm not good enough for it. It's not good enough for me. If I'm rejected by someone, it's not that I'm not good enough for them. They're not good enough for me. Yeah, but they got their life all together, Candy. They got cars, they got money. They're all about self-love. They're all about this. They're all about that. Yeah, it looks good, but it's not the best for you. Yeah, but they got it all together. No. it's not the best for you. I don't got it all together. When you're at your best, you will have the best. The Most High is not going to just settle for scraps for you. And that, oh no, it looks so great. That's scraps for you for where you're going. Are you guys listening to what I'm saying? You believe that you needed and supposed to have that very thing that you was rejected, that rejected you. You're not supposed to have that thing because it's not good for you. It's not the best. No, it sure enough is from what I got. Yeah, it's best for you. It looks like the best for your life right now. But he's not going to give you something that he does not want you to have. Less than you deserve. We don't know what the best is. And it took me a long time and a long while to figure that out. A lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of experiences I went through in life. Starboy, love you. A lot of pain, a lot of experiences I went through in life to figure out that I don't know what's best for me. I don't know. I don't know what the best is. Come on, Cafe. I didn't make my life. I didn't create this thing called life. The only one who knows the best that I could ever have in my existence is the Most High. So when something is rejected or something rejects me, I change my perspective. I don't feel like it's not good enough for me. I don't feel like I'm not good enough for it. I understand that it's not good enough for me. Come on. Thank you, Don Too Blessed. Thank you, King. I'm not going to be mad about the situation. And it may look nice. It may look real shiny. It may be real pretty. And it may probably could benefit me in my life right now. But it's not about mine right now. It's not about your right now. It's about where you're going. It's not about the right now. Come on, Jen. Come on, Starboy. I'm getting rejected by these things because I'm sitting there trying to compare my whole life, this lifelong, all these years that I have left for this one moment. And the Most High is saying, hello, you got a whole life to live. You feel like this is your best. This is the best for you right now. But I'm not looking at your right now. I'm looking at your future. I'm looking in your destiny. If you settle for this man right now, this man cannot carry your destiny. When you get there, he's going to be jealous of it. Listen to me. This woman that you want right now that looks so good, she doesn't match your destiny. It looks good right now, but when you grab it, she can't carry you. She can't support you. It's going to be too heavy for her. Listen to me. It sure does look good, that very things that's rejecting you right now. It sure does look like the best right now. But the Most High doesn't work off the right now. He doesn't even work off of time. So he sees the very best that you can have in your life, and that's what he pushes you for. I hope you guys, come on, Cafe. I hope you guys are hearing me right now. Come on, Busy. I hope you guys are hearing me right now. I hope my king and queens, I hope you guys are catching it. Stop crying over spilled milk because you're crying over milk that comes from a cow that you're not supposed to be drinking. Oh, you didn't know that you were supposed to be drinking hemp seed milk? So you're crying over milk that's not even good for your body. And that's what happens when things get rejected in our life. The Most High says, this is not good for you. I know it's seems like it is. I know you want it, but it doesn't match your destiny. So get yourself up, pick yourself up, and move forward. It is being rejected from you because it's not good enough for you. Thank you, JP. You're incredible. Thank you, Dino. Deno. Are you guys hearing me, what I'm saying? I got like 5 more minutes and I'm out of here. I want you to catch what I'm saying. We're crying my green ivy. I love you, beautiful. We're crying, thank you, Starboy. We're crying over spilled milk, and the milk is not even something we're supposed to have. I'm just trying to give you an analogy. We're crying over spilled milk, milk that brings cancer, milk that gives us protein, the same protein that is in every virus, HIV, coronavirus, the flu, every single virus, herpes, every single virus we're dealing with, we understand these viruses have protein. We're crying over milk that is spilled protein that's not good for us anyway. We're crying over people that are not good for us anyway. We're crying over jobs that are not good for us anyway. We're crying over spiritual relationships that are not good for us anyway. We're crying over family members that are not good for us anyway. If you're being rejected by something, it's not that you're not good enough for it. It's not good enough for you. Stockholm Syndrome. Come on. Come on, Cafe. So I'm not going to look at rejection like that anymore. I'm not going to have anxiety when I go to a job that I've been wishing and hoping for and all this. At the end of the day, what I know is let his will be done. I want his will to be done because he knows where I'm supposed to be. I can assume, I could guess, I can move in some things and know the desires of my heart, but at the end of the day, let his will be done. If I don't get the job that I feel like I should have, then it's not worth my time. It's not worth me. It's not good enough for me. And I may not see it right now, but he will somewhere along the lines bring you the revelation, because that's how